May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly market forecast. We're looking at gold futures. All right. Now, this is the monthly time frame. Last week, I told you to look for buys. I said, look for valid buys, look to buy dips, because this market is still bullish. Look at the monthly time frame here. If I can just get that, that'd be fine. Look at the. This is monthly. There's nothing bearish about that. Even with that big pullback here, that big rejection wick, we did not break the upward trend. There was no reason to look for sells. People, investors are taking profits and all kind of good stuff, and that's it. You know what I mean? Now we have tensions building in the Middle East once again, and you see the market pushing up higher. Now, what did I say about this wick? What do I usually say about wicks? If I can just get rid of that. All right. What I usually say is that we look for the markets to hold, to respect the 50% of huge wicks when the wicks double the size of the actual body of the candle. If the bullish trend is to continue, it has to close above the halfway, the 50% of this wick. All right. And as you can see, at the beginning of the month, we were heading down. And it looked like we were heading towards this. It's a 3 month, or 1/4 time frame fair value gap. I was looking for the market to possibly hit this pullback to this fair value gap and then continue bullishly from there. We came close. We came close. There was a pullback, but it did not make it all the way back to the quarterly 3 months fair value gap. Started pulling back up, and we are very close to hitting that 50% mark of this wick. If we close the month above that, we are going to the highs and we're going to create all-time highs. That's all there is to it. All right. I am still bullish in this market. Now, we're looking at the weekly. You can see, come on, man. You can see that last week we closed in a doji kind of way. The market did swing low to sweep the previous weekly low and then rejected from there. We went a little bit higher, but then we came back. All right. And closed well within the range of the previous weekly candle. All right. This is consolidation, folks. All right. Now, as the market swept that low, you tend to think maybe we might be going towards that high. Well, that's exactly what the market did. We got some continuation going into some bullish continuation going into this week. And just minutes ago, we took that high out. You can see the market gapped up here. You can see the market gapped up higher. It was a gap open, a bullish gap, and it looks like the market's going to head towards that 50% area, right? We go down to the daily. I want you to see what I see. All right. See this gap up opening here, then the market pulls back into it. All right, there's a fair value gap here with a volume imbalance, right? I included the volume imbalance, the gap opening in this fair value gap. The market taps it, did not go higher, did not make a new high, and then ran through that, inverting this fair value gap. So now I'm going to invert it in front of you to an inverted fair value gap. All right. And you look for the market to act as resistance when it comes back to it. Tapped it once, pushed it back down. Tapped it again, pushed it back down. Tapped it again, pushed it back down. Now we're inside of this inverted fair value gap. Will it hold? Will it continue to hold? I don't think so. Why? Because overall, we are in an uptrend. That's it. We're in an uptrend, folks. And uh, if the market keeps knocking higher, eventually it's gonna pop through. You it had a couple of times to push down. We don't see any bearish momentum holding. Yeah, we get to push down and then it push right back up. All right, and we swept the high of this consolidation. Uh, and now we're in this inverted fair value gap, which is a bearish array. All right, a bearish uh, premium array here in this case. Uh, if the market breaks through, again, I'm pointing out this the the wick 50% mark, which is overlapping this bearish fair value gap. If the market takes that out, we're going up to these highs and to make new all-time highs. All right, I am bullish in this market. Let me see if I can get rid of that without too much hate. All right, now this is the new weekly opening here. All right, if we go to the 4 hour, I want you to see this. Oh man, this thing is driving me nuts. All right, so if you see what I see, you can. It's not hard to see. Look at the. I'll do it this way. We have the markets running flat this way. I don't know why it's trailing down. It's going flat this way, and we see the higher lows building this way. What does that look like to you? That is an ascending triangle. What is that? It's a bullish continuation pattern. When you see the breakout up top, there's a good chance it retests and pushes higher. I'm not a pattern trader. That's not what I am. That's how I started, of course, like a lot of other people, traditional uh, uh, support resistance and patterns and whatnot. But what I tend to notice is when the patterns repeat, and the patterns are there to be recognized for a good reason because they tend to repeat and they end up moving up higher. I'm looking for the market to continue up higher, and there is a huge ascending triangle here. Why am I going to ignore it? You know what I'm saying? All right, it just makes sense. I'm looking for the market to break out higher. We probably may see a breakout above this 50%, above the inverted fair value gap here. And when it does, I'm looking for the pullback so I can take a proper entry to the upside. Yes, sir. Okay. That's all there is to it. Um, there is some areas that I'm going to keep an eye on. One, there's a bullish fair value gap right here. All right. This is on a 4 hour. There's a bullish fair value gap there. If I can get that right. All right. And we may see another one here. All right. The breakout of this consolidation here is here. And I'm going to watch this line. If I can draw it nice and straight, I'm going to watch this line for a pullback into it. Maybe a fair value gap here, especially this one here. I'm looking for price to use it as support to go to higher prices. That's it. That's it. No extra magic, no nothing. All right. I don't have a case for bearish price action. If the market breaks one of these fair value gaps that it creates along the way, if it starts to break those fair value gaps, if it disrespects them, then I would look for a pullback for a short. But it would be pulling back into this consolidation here. And I don't want to take that trade, honestly. I don't want to take shorts from up here because this is going to act as support. All right. You can do what you want. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. All right. I'm not trying to give advice, just giving some analysis, sharing some analysis. And if it works out for you, holler at me in the comment section. Let me know. Give me some feedback. If I'm off base, let me know. I would love to get some feedback and be wizened by it. You know what I'm saying? All right. I will see you in the next video. Hey, make sure you go back and check out the videos that I already put out today. That would be the pound USD, the euro USD, and the US dollar index. I did analysis. I already put up that, posted that analysis for you. Make sure you go check it out and leave a like and a comment and help my channel to grow. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. May profits be upon you.